we want to get to your questions. And so as you raise your hand, we will have to bring a microphone over to you since we're filming. So we'll get the audio down. So Kathy in the back has the microphone, and we can go with the first question. There are quite a few people who are involved in some of the partnerships that are going on that our panel mentioned. And so if you have more to add, please stand up and add it. I would ask Peter to, people pointed to Peter Annister quite a few times, so we'll put him on the spot.
I want to explain a little bit more about what Dan was talking about as far as the state taking a role in developing a transportation and distribution logistics kind of a strategy for our state and our region. And we're working in partnership. When we talk about state, we're working in partnership with MDOT and also Department of Agriculture and Rural Development to, from a state perspective, basically try to develop a plan that really highlights all of these assets we have that we can use to focus a strategy in TDL, as we call it. We are working with all of these stakeholders, so all of the groups up at the panel are involved with what we're trying to do. And as a state, we want to build on all of the good work that's already happening out there from what you heard about from the panel today. The exciting news is that there is a ton of work that's been done. There's a lot of identification of our assets. There's a lot of ideas on what we need to do to eliminate barriers. And we just kind of need to bring this together and kind of spread our message of what we're trying to do. The challenging part is that there's a lot of engagement. I mean, it impacts the whole state, Ohio, Ontario. There's a lot of different groups doing a lot of different things. So we're trying to pull all that together to build a comprehensive, cohesive strategy that we can use to really sell these assets that we have in Michigan. It's going to be comprehensive in modal as far as rail and road, maritime, air. We're looking obviously at partnerships with other countries. We're going to look at other barriers, like what is our infrastructure needs, what is our talent needs, what is our public policy needs. So we're going to try to look at all of these things, bring it together so that we can really take this kind of industry and use it as an engine for growth for what we're trying to do in the state of Michigan. So I thought I'd share that a little bit. I appreciate the time, Anne-Marie, and share that. So,
Michigan loves lighthouses, and Detroit is the lighthouse of Michigan. And instead of building a second bridge, we ought to make Detroit have hotels on our side, motels, and develop Detroit as an international city with some glamour to it, instead of building a second bridge, which is probably best for Canada than for us, so they can get their stuff to Mexico. That's what I have to say, but I just think that Detroit ought to be built up and the people educated to enjoy it.
So thanks for the comment. I appreciate that, and my response, particularly because I work for a Chamber of Commerce, I get to say these kind of things. There's no reason why we can't have both. And I see that both of those things are happening. And I've addressed the bridge issue. So let me talk about the second issue that you talk about, which is making Detroit a global city of international attraction. You hear, let's put it like this, and I've said it for the 10 months and 10 and a half months that I've lived in Detroit now and around the region. The challenges of Detroit are unprecedented, as are the opportunities. I've never seen in Southeast Michigan, I've never seen a more resource-rich and opportunity-rich region in terms of being a place that the world will admire and recognize and be attracted to. And you see little indicators of that all over the place, whether you're talking about the Chrysler commercials or the popularity of Motown or the fact that on the auto missions that go overseas, Detroit has the brand equity. And in terms of rebuilding it, while the challenges that you read about in the newspaper are oh so real and oh so critical path, I can tell you that in terms of redeveloping and rebuilding and revitalizing the downtown area and then doing it one neighborhood at a time, that is happening. It is happening through small businesses. It is happening through the creation of new communities that have been sort of initiated by creative class, folks who have moved in, and then supplemented by businesses who move in when they see retail and investment opportunities. And it is now being bolstered by a sector growth in terms of IT and healthcare that is prompting populations to come and want to live in the city. Those positive developments don't in and of themselves eliminate the problems. They don't build a new school system. They don't resolve the land use issues, but they are positive signs that the city can build on while it addresses those particular challenges.